Life is meant to be lived happily.
A real working woman is an independent yet a sophisticated hustler who doesn't look for handout.
Life is to be lived with purpose, enthusiasm, and no regrets.
I am a take charge type of chick with absolutely no room for error.
Giving back reminds you of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going.
I am a strong, hard-working woman who cannot and will not be held back.
Giving back is important because I've been blessed, and I definitely want to be a blessing to others.
Houston is a great place to work, live, and play.
We are here at my home. Everybody decided to just come hang out. Linda is doing my hair because we're just chilling. Everybody came over after work and we're just chilling.
Taxi cab drivers love Shawnee.
They do?
Because they all think she's from Ethiopia.
I mean, as far as Chicago, girl, we're getting out. But this was funny when we went to Prospect Place. We going to park. The guy who is taking the money, he tells Derek how much it is, and then he's like, "And who is this?" Did he say queen?
Yeah.
Who is this beautiful queen you have with you? I'm saying to myself, he must think we siblings. Derek said, "Who, her?"
Yeah, I had to look across like,
he was like, "That's my wife."
And of course, what comes up? The therapy session. Shelly was not at the therapy session, so she has a lot to hear.
Tell me about the session since I was out of town ziplining.
Honey, I wish I was ziplining.
The
What
session
happened?
was drama, honey. Drama.
Why?
A lot of drama. Plenty of drama.
Why? Did y'all solve your issue, Toya? You and Nisha?
Not at all.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think that there was some move in a good direction, but it's not resolved. And what I find is that more issues have developed as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
We were sitting there. Remember the time I had that little thing in my house? You all had massages.
Child.
Remember? Okay.
Child,
I know you remember.
Don't even get me
I know you
started.
remember with your fast. So look at
Yeah.
Well, you remember me, you, and Sharon. We all stayed back and we talked and had a nice time talking.
Yeah, it was good.
I also remember you asking us to keep whatever we talked about there because you still.
Well, was it me or was it someone else asked that?
No, I think collectively we all agreed that whatever we talked about at whatever we were talking about was going to stay there.
Okay.
And it was confidential.
Okay.
Because you still had issues to work out and you wanted to work those issues out your way.
Right. Well, apparently, Miss Lady, at the session, it came out that the information that all four of us discussed was leaked to Nisha. Nisha brought up in our therapy session that pretty much it was put on me that I was bashing her. When I tell you, that was so far from the truth. We were sitting around having a discussion about some situations that happened. And from my understanding and what I'm seeing, it was turned around and brought back to her incorrectly. But the question was asked of me, why is it that Nisha and I are at odds? I simply answered the question truthfully. So no, there was no liar in me on that day. And the frustration part for me was the person who went back and told Nisha this didn't say all that was said, because things didn't just come out of my mouth. Things came out of 3 other individuals' mouths. So if we're going to tell a story, let's tell it all. So she is upset because someone went back to her and told her that I lied on her, saying that an issue that happened in our past, I said that she cussed out my friend. I know that didn't happen. And I was sitting there, I was dumbfounded. And Sean had to tell me, well, this is what's going on, because the therapist was trying to keep us on track with a certain way to address things. But no, I want to know what happened. What was told to you? What am I apologizing for?
Right.
So Sean brought it out there and said, hey, it was said that you said that Nisha cursed your friend out.
Well, how did Sean know?
Sean was there. Sean was in at this time when all of this was going on. We was in a trip in New Orleans, a group of us. So Sean was there. So she knows. But it appears that there was some discussion going on about this. Yeah. But this is the thing. Nisha never cussed my friend directly. Mm-hmm. She and I got into it because of the things that she was saying, how upset she was about the events that were going on.
I remember you talking about
So I don't recall. Do y'all recall me saying that Nisha cussed out my friend?
No.
No.
Say that. And I will tell her that to her face. She did say that. Because that's why it wasn't so bad when I went back and told Nisha. I told Nisha, I said, she really wasn't being negative. Tara asked, what's the deal? Because on GroupMe, she didn't say good morning to you. She said good morning to everybody else. And she said, Nisha is mad about, New Orleans and, blah, blah, blah. And we was like, what happened in New Orleans? Blah, blah. She cursed my friends out.
Okay, so the whole time I'm trying to process this, it really frustrated me because it appeared that a story was told on me that was a lie. Yeah. And it kind of added fire to the flame for me and Nisha. And I thought when we were talking about it, we were all talking about situations with Nisha. It wasn't just myself.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Am I right?
Right.
So why is it that my information was told as if I was trying to talk about Nisha and bash her?
My cousin, Sharon, is not here. There is no need for you ladies to be bashing her.
I don't know. That's... Ugh.
So, I think that we all, as women, if we're going to continue this journey together, this needs to be straightened out.
Yes.
I don't want to be blamed. Like I said, I don't like drama. I don't like mess.
Yeah.
And we all grown. And call me on the carpet. And she did. Mm-hmm. Nisha called me on the carpet. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't anything that I did or said.
Yeah.
So let it be my issue. Let it be something that I really did. So I had to apologize to her for how she felt about that. Mm-hmm. But I didn't say that. So
you felt
why
like
you
an apology wasn't
because
needed?
I was told I had to. But this is the thing. What I learned from that night is it's not what you did, whether or not it was right or wrong. It's how that person felt when they received that. So I do feel sorry that she felt that way.
Right.
But I didn't say it that way. We were all talking about situations. We would talk. Actually, you were told information about the walk.
Yes, about the walk.
Okay, I wasn't there when it was all going on. I know you wasn't present when whatever was being said.
Yeah.
But so, in a nutshell, everybody has something to say. But my story is the only story that got told to Nisha and told backwards.
But in all fairness, I do think that there's a love there between you and Nisha.
It is.
Well,
because if there was no love there, then you wouldn't put forth an effort to fix it.
Right. And I saw that too, because even when we were at your house, even though you just really gave us a background of what happened,
and it was
you
brief.
did, and I walked away still not knowing what happened. Okay, and that's fine because it's not my thing, it's not my situation. But I felt there was a relation, there was a closeness there one time, and you have a connection with her, and you want to fix it. So I didn't leave away saying, "Oh, that was wrong."
I commend you for putting the event together.
I thought everybody, everybody could benefit from that. And we all learned a lot from it. We learned, that's something that we can take in our own personal lives as well, whether it's in relationships with men, with other friends. But I guess for me, I've grown a lot in life. Back in the days, this wouldn't have been the same outcome.
That's good. That's all that matters. Growth.
It would not have been the same outcome, but I think that everybody in this group have a lot of positive things going for them. I think there's good in people, and that's what I try. I try to look for the good in people before I start going the other way. But I'm very disappointed in how that happened, and I connected with Sharon very much so.
My prayer is that everybody gets back on one accord and we can mend those relationships. However, if we're not able to mend them, my other prayer would be that we could, coexist and still be friendly and cordial to one another while attempting to mend those relationships.
Real Working Women of Houston. From an idea to an actual reality show. It just blows my mind to think that all of this started from just one small idea. Over this season, we've had our ups, we've had our downs, but I would love to see all of the ladies return for the second season. I would like to give the audience an opportunity to learn more about these ladies, not only their personal lives, but their work lives, to see what their work life is all about. One thing that I have learned from this season of Real Working Women of Houston is that everybody has a story. You have no idea what people actually go through in their daily lives unless you take the time to sit and listen to hear what they have to deal with on a daily basis. It was very interesting to me to learn more about each one of the ladies and what they actually have to go through to be the wonderful, real working women that they are.
Looking back over the season 1 of the Real Working Women of Houston, I realized that I am in a better place than I anticipated. I am more grounded spiritually, I am more grounded and stable financially, and I am so driven to be a better person in this life. I realized that it is okay sometimes to let go of friendships that have no value in your life. I started this journey with a stress on my friendship with Nisha. I ended this journey at peace, as I have accepted that our friendship was not repairable. I wish her the best and no love lost. God has been working so many things out in my favor recently. Since the show, I've had an opportunity to speak to an old teacher of my daughter who recently opened up her own praline company in New Orleans. She is so delighted to show me the ropes and help me accomplish the startup of my Sweet Teas Creole pralines. So be on the lookout for me. I am coming real soon, baby. Be on the watch. If I had to choose on who I became closer to in this group, I would have to say it was Shell and Tyra. I feel that they are some real chicks, some down-to-earth chicks, and in some situations on the show, they had my back. And I have nothing but mad love for these ladies. I would absolutely adore and enjoy coming back for another season. There's so much of Toya that you did not get to know. There's so much of Toya that you will see. And it's a new me coming on out of this skin, baby. And I am ready to show the world. Hello, world. Here I come. Compassionate Creole, Toya, baby. N.O. for sure. Peace out.
Sharing my story about my divorce and the journey that I'm on has been a coping mechanism for me. Actually seeing myself say what happened to me has allowed me to release those emotions even more. As I share this story, I become bolder and I become stronger. And my hope is that women and men alike who are in a similar situation or maybe in that exact same situation will know that you don't become a victim of your circumstance, but you can become a victor of the circumstance. In the last few months, the PR business of Shell E has catapulted. I am excited about it. I have made some amazing connections. I have done some great events, life-changing events for people, and it's been amazing. And I'm looking forward to continuing to build the brand of the PR specialist, Shelly. The one thing I've learned this season from this group of women, some of whom I've known and some who I didn't, relationships are all about building and what you make out of them. I've developed some great business relationships and most of all, some personal relationships that are priceless. Coming into the show, I only knew one person, and that was Mimi. Leaving, I know everyone on a different level, but the person that became the closest to me was Tara. That girl is a hoot, and she will have you going. Do you hear me? I mean, I was able to share some experiences that I've had with her to let her know that you got this.
and you can be all that you want to be and then some. And after the tears, we laughed and we kept it moving. Okay, we got it together. And that girl is a bad chick, and don't tell her she ain't. I'm looking forward to continuing the journey with the Real Working Women of Houston. I mean, come on. There's more fun, excitement, entertainment, and most of all, business to take care of.
What someone may not know about me that wasn't reflected in the show is that I am a serious homebody. I just like really being at home with my family. I like hanging out with the girls every now and then, but being at home with my family is very, very important to me. As far as my relationship with my son, Mr., I would say that we have a very long road ahead of us. There's some things that we have to iron out, a lot of things we have to iron out, not just me and him, but as a family, so that we can become closer like we used to be when he was much younger. And this is something that you might really need to go to therapy for, not because somebody doesn't want to be your friend. Think about that. The one thing that I saw working with a group of women is that the camera does change people. But thank goodness that I was the same, no matter in what situation, whether I was in front of the camera, not around the camera, at someone else's house, at my house. Thank goodness anybody that knows me knows that I stayed the same. I would be interested in participating in another season of Real Working Women of Houston, but I think the ladies might be voting me off after this season. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What I've learned this season after meeting this new group of ladies is that communication is key. There are often times where things can be misconstrued or misunderstood, which can cause conflict. And what we have to realize is that there's always three sides to a story. There's your side, there's my side, and the truth. And the only way we can be on one accord is to listen and to communicate.
I thought I knew most of these ladies in the group, but in the end, in making my assessment, I feel that there's still a lot for me to learn, and there's a lot that I need to open my eyes up to, and I need to make my own decision and not let anyone else influence me on what to think or what to feel about someone based on their experiences with them. So I guess the old saying goes, blood is thicker than water, so I'd rather die for my fam, Mimi and Sean.
I am so excited to report that I am 5 courses down and I have 1 more to go. I am that much closer to becoming your Texas real estate agent.
I definitely feel that there were some things accomplished this season. First, we connected with one another. We were nominated for Houston 40 Under 40 to watch. We walked for great cause, and we networked with other business professionals. We are full-time working women, parents, and spouses, and that's what a real working woman is all about.
Looking back over the season, I learned not to underestimate the next woman. Every woman has their own set of issues. We work hard, we love hard, and we do our best to make it happen. Sharing Christopher's story has been an eye-opener for me. I've always hid behind what I've really dealt with in my personal life. Now I see that sharing my struggle as a single mother dealing with a mentally challenged child can help other parents who might be in denial. The good thing is Christopher is no longer embarrassed about his issues because he feels the love and support from those around us. Professionally, I have experienced a few setbacks. Unfortunately, I don't have very much support from my immediate family regarding my professional accomplishments. Moving forward, my goal is still set on becoming a mortician. That's my dream, and it will be accomplished no matter what. Upon meeting these ladies, I think I was in the worst place a person can be in their lives. So going forward, I would definitely participate in another season of the Real Working Women of Houston. I would love to show my progress and the goals I've accomplished.
Looking back over season 1, my takeaway would be that passion is the driving force behind each and every one of us. We are all a work in progress, and with anything we do is going to take a lot of work. Reading is the passport to success, and it is my duty to continue to educate as well as motivate all inquiring minds. If I could share some of my hobbies and or talents with the masses, it would be my love of doing hair, crocheting, taking up sewing, anything I am able to do with the gift I've been given.
Looking back over season 1 of Real Working Women of Houston, I can honestly say that I was surrounded by some strong, intelligent, hard-working women. We do have our flaws. I mean, who doesn't? But it's just working through those issues that makes us soar above the rest. Family will always come first in my book. That's who I live for. My husband, my son, you can't beat that. I am enjoying selling wine. It is one of the most relaxing and fun jobs I have ever had, and I will continue to do so, as well as a few of the other little side jobs that I have as well. Videos, boudoir videos. You heard me, ladies. Check me out. I have enjoyed this journey with these ladies. We have learned so much about each other, so much that we just can't throw this growing friendship away. The Real Working Women of Houston are here to stay, and we hope that you will enjoy every minute of us. See you next time. Peace out. Just can't get enough of the Real Working Women of Houston? Well, you should come out and join us July 24th at Libra Lounge for the Real Working Women of Houston reunion show. It is sure to be a good time. Check out www.realworkingwomenofhouston.com for more information.